always like to ride bikes, don't they? If you ever dreamed about how to ride a mountain bike in the hilly regions, then your answer is the all-new branded Ekano 2 AL electric mountain bike. The primary goal of German bicycle manufacturer Propane is to provide riders a genuine mountain riding experience. A look at the company's website indicates that it is managed by dedicated mountain bikers who understand what riders are looking for. The Ekano 2 AL, a new model from Propane, has been released as a result of the electric mountain bike market's explosive surge in popularity. All of Propane's bikes are off-road competent mountain bikes, including enduro, freeride, dirt jumping, and downhill models. The brand's newest model, the Ekano 2 AL, features the newest technology and is intended to be an electrified freerider. The Pro 10 linkage, a dual-link suspension system that equally compresses the rear shock from top to bottom to provide optimal suspension performance, is a first for Propane e-bikes. The bike's rear tire travel is now 170 mm as a result. Additionally, the bike has a 180 mm suspension fork as standard equipment. The Propane Ekano 2 AL has an aluminum frame, as the name would imply. More particular, the swing arm tubes and the front half of the frame are constructed from 6066 T6 aluminum. The links and axles, meanwhile, are made of 7075 T6 aluminum. Lastly, 6061 T6 aluminum is used to make forged and machined components. Propane went no further than Shimano for the components that turn this bicycle into an e-bike, specifically the tried-and-true EP801 motor. The EP801 is the perfect motor for climbing on every terrain since it has 85 Nm of available torque and yet has enough power to get you home after a ride. The battery in this location is a 626 watt-hour unit from Darfan. Since motorcycles of this type are typically ridden aggressively off-road, Propane doesn't offer any range estimations because range would undoubtedly depend on a variety of conditions. The cheapest construction for the Ekano 2 AL is priced at $5,294 USD, and Propane provides a customizing program on their website. The bike has 4-piston hydraulic brakes, a dropper seat post, and a 12-speed transmission throughout. The more expensive Shred 2 model sells at $7,579 USD, while the Price to Ride model costs $5,889 USD. Priced at $8,999 USD, the top-of-the-line Gold Rush model has upscale equipment, including a Fox 38 factory fork, Magura MT7 brakes, and a SRAM XO Eagle transmission. The German company's Pro 10 linkage, which connects the swing arm to the front triangle through 2 counter-rotating links and simultaneously compresses the shock from both ends, allows the Propane Ekano 2 AL to provide its 170 mm of rear-wheel travel. In comparison to the 165 mm travel Ekano 1, the revised layout is supposed to provide a substantially lower center of gravity. Unsurprisingly, this is believed to give a kinematic and riding feel that is more closely aligned to that of Spindrift, Propane's freeride bike. Internal cable piping enters the frame through a headset. A 6-pack stem is employed in this instance, as we've seen on the 2023 T Enduro bike, to direct cables through the top spacer through a pinch-through seal beneath the stem. An additional seal is added to the top headset bearing to keep dirt out. Before entering the swing arm, cables come out of the frame once again, close to the lower link. There are bosses on the frame for mounting accessories as well as bosses for holding a water bottle on the down tube and top tube respectively. Soft rubber covers with air-filled nubs on the drive side chainstay and seat stay are supposed to reduce the loudness of the chain slap considerably. Last but not least, the swing arm receives an SRAM UDH dropout, giving the crucial hangerless interface for SRAM transmission capability. The Ekano 2 AL in a size small is said to weigh 23.5 kilograms at its lightest custom build weight. The Propane Ekano 2 AL e-bike has a dedicated mixed wheel arrangement as opposed to the Ekano 1, which can swap between 29-inch, 27.5-inch, and MX configurations. The stock 180mm fork has a head angle of 64 degrees and an effective seat tube angle of 78 degrees, which is the same for the whole SXL series. The chainstay length is always 445mm. The seat tube of the Ekano AL2 is 430mm shorter than the seat tube on the Ekano 1. On the other hand, reach significantly increasing to 455mm. The stack height, which is noteworthy as well, is rather large across all sizes, measuring 648mm in medium. Propane claimed that despite the additional weight of the motor and battery, the high riding height was required to achieve ideal handling. The Ekano 2 AL riding experience is intended to be similar to Spindrift, according to Propane. By using the Pro 10 linkage and the advantageous weight distribution that comes with it, They believe they have succeeded in doing that. Leverage starts at a ratio that is just north of 3 and ends at around 2.15 across the rear wheel travel of 170 millimeters. Coil and air shocks with tronion size of 205 mm by 60 mm are available for the Ekano 2AL. In the simplest climbing equipment, anti-squat is at 119% around the sag point. This means that during pedal-induced accelerations, the shock will likely seek to prolong rather than get sucked into its path. On its website, Propane offers a comprehensive customizing program with builds starting at $5,294 in the US for the EP801 motor and €4,994 for the EP6 in Europe. Additionally, the Propane Ekano 2AL is available in 3 stock configurations, each of which comes equipped with a 12-speed transmission, a dropped seat post, and 4 piston brakes with a 220mm front rotor and a 203/200mm rear rotor. Nevertheless, the back has room for a 220mm rotor. The Ekano 2AL is provided with a 3-year warranty, much as all of Propane's aluminum frames. The price-to-ride build of the Ekano 2AL is Propane's most economical model. It receives an SRAM GX Eagle 12-speed transmission, a Shimano EP801 motor without a display, and Formula Cura 4 brakes. The RockShox ZEB Select Plus fork and RockShox Super Deluxe Select coil shock handle suspension, and the bike rides on a set of Newman EVO EG30 wheels with a Schwalbe Magic Mary or Big Betty tire combination. The display is included with the EP801 drive unit in the mid-range Ekano 2AL, the RockShox Reverb AXS dropper, SRAM code RSC brakes, and most recent SRAM GX Eagle Transmission AXS are all included in this model. The Super Deluxe Ultimate RCT Air Shock is combined with a 190mm travel RockShox ZEB Ultimate fork, the marriage of a Newman EVO EG30 wheel set, and a Schwalbe Magic Mary / Big Betty combo. Another nice addition is the SQ Labs 60X Infinergy saddle. The Gold Rush build is the most costly option available for the Ekano 2AL. It gains from the DHX2 coil shock, Magura MT7 brakes, Fox 38 factory fork, and SRAM EXO Eagle Transmission AXS drivetrain. How does mountain e-bikes work? A little motor is located under the frame, near the cranks in electric mountain bikes. The motor is powered by a lithium-ion rechargeable battery. When you pedal, the motor merely produces power. Every time you pedal, it gives you more force, making it seem just like you're riding a regular bike, but with supercharged legs. The motor's output power may be adjusted using a handlebar-mounted controller. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed watching our content, do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, comment your thoughts in the comment section below.